I'm live, I'm live, I'm live. Oh my god, I forgot my face. I've always got something on my face. God, look, right, miss. Let's see how long it takes people to come in here. See how long people realise I'm live. I never go live hardly. Very rarely go live. I have to be careful because I'm not going to show where I am, so I ain't going to show where I am. So I've got to try and, you know, see. One person. Who's the one person so far? Who's the one person? Three people. Come on, somebody say morning. Somebody say morning. Three people here. Stay. Come on, Go West Media. Hello, Go West Media. How are you, buddy? Thank you for sharing my stuff to your channel. How's things? Oh, okay, I'm knackered. 3 people. 3 people. Nice surprise live. I just thought, you know what, rather than just sitting here twiddling my thumbs, I'll have a quick live. Chilling after yesterday in Bristol. Yeah, I've seen a few of your lives. They've been looking a little bit on the chaotic side. But what protests on, what demonstrations on? There's been quite a few going on recently, hasn't there? With everything going on. Spikes, hello Spikes. Are you new here? I don't think I've seen that name in here before. 12 people in. Bloody hell, that's jumped up. That's jumped up. King Dale Clark, hello, welcome everybody, welcome. How's everybody doing? How's this? Fine. We're on Sunday, aren't we? Are we on Sunday? I think we're on Sunday. Honestly, these days are just like completely blending in with each other that I never know what day we're on. Good to see you. Thank you. I'm actually pretty scruffy right now because I haven't had a wash yet. So I just thought I'd do a quick live. Oh, is it bank holiday tomorrow? Is it? See, I didn't even know that. A minute. So, no, I guess no protests on today or tomorrow then. It's pretty chill weekend. When I've finished this, I need to go and clean up, brush my hair, sort myself out because I look a right mess. Hi, Armand Sauces. Shame about being only known about most. Yeah, that's old news. That's old news. What was your fondest memory of them? Just pleasure knowing them. Just yeah. I didn't know Mosley, but obviously Dino. It was a lovely chap. Yeah, they were alright, yeah. That happened ages ago now, though. I mean, it's been a while, I think. It's like my hair is such a mess. My hair is such a mess. It looks like I've been dragged through hedges backwards. Got my phone on charge as well, so I can't really hold it up any better. No, it's a really crap angle. I've got it propped up. Do you think more people will try living off grid to escape city? Definitely. From what I'm seeing anyway. Someone once said to me, and I think it's such a good point. It said to me years ago, like when the internet first became new and gaming first became new, everybody escaped reality by going on the internet, by playing games and things like that. That was their escape. Now, everybody's escaping that to go back to basics. Everyone wants, people that I speak to anyway, who are doing what I'm doing, wild camping and everything, everyone wants to just escape reality and just go back to basics. Just go completely off grid. And do you know what I mean? Enjoy the finer things of life, because everything's just getting out of hand and getting too much. So I definitely think people, you know what I mean, once you find the joy in smaller little things, like, for example, the other night, like wild camping on top of a cliff, staring out at the sunset, you just realise it's so surreal. You just sit there and you realise, you know what, you don't need anything. You pretty much don't need it. I've got my tent, I've got a bottle of water, and I'm looking out at beautiful scenery. What more do I need? What more than that do I need? And it was just so, like, when you get to that point in your life where you realise you just want to escape this materialistic world. So yeah. Hey Coffin Rider, hello Frankie, hello everyone coming in. So yeah, you know what I mean, we just live in such a materialistic world, and where people just want more and bigger and better, and and it's like you work your fingers to the bone, you literally stress yourself out trying to get all these things that you don't need, that you literally do not need. It's coming back, God save me. Desi Kent. So yeah, it's like, I recommend anybody just give it a go. Just literally you don't have to do it all the time. Literally don't have to do it all the time. Just give it a go for just like one night, maybe two. Pick a location, get yourself a cheap tent, pop-up tent or something. Like I say, you don't need anything too expensive. You could even like get them from a donation or something, I don't know. Go and find a nice location and just go and be out in the wilderness. Go and be out in the wilderness and go and be out in nature and just see how fulfilling it can actually be. I would love to try it myself, so videos inspire me. I don't know where to start, but sure. Yeah, that's what I mean. You just try local. Start in your back garden. Just go and sleep in your back garden, or some woods nearby to you. Do you know what I mean? Just start small, and then just see how you get on with it and see how it feels. Many would like to do it, but don't know where to start. It's easy. You just do it. I didn't. Before last year, doing these adventures, I never camped out in my life. Never, ever done it in my whole life. Never something that I've done. Hey stranger, Jake just trouser snake, how's you? It's been a long time since you've come in here. Yeah, so just start off small. Get a basic pop-up tent, pick somewhere local, some nearby woods, and just give it a go. Literally just give it a go and see how you feel. Greetings from Louisiana. Nice. Love it. But hell, it must be early for you. You're like 5 hours, 6 hours behind us. Well, you're having a late night or early morning? Yeah, and then eventually, you know, you go a bit further afield, and you think, right, I might, you know, you look up hikes near you, you know, there's plenty of places to walk, plenty of like treks that you can do, and it's just finding one that you want to do. 3 in the morning, bloody hell. So have you just woke up, or you're going to sleep, or what you doing? Been a busy few years. I'm currently preparing to sue my landlord. Never gets boring in my world. Blooming heck. Got one of them slum landlords, have you? A slum landlord treats his tenants like shit. I just woke up early. That's very early. That's very early. Go and catch the sunrise there. Bet you've got some beautiful sunrises there in Louisiana. Do you watch Long Hoppers UK? Log hoppers. Long. Where did I get long from? Log hoppers. I don't think I've heard of that. I'll have to check them out. I'll have to check them out later. There's loads of YouTube channels. There's actually loads. There's quite a few. There is more people doing what I'm doing than what I realise. You know what I mean? YouTube channels, they go off grid. Yeah, there is. There's a few. There's more. There's more than what I probably realise that are doing it now. And then there's them who obviously aren't on social media doing it as well. So yeah, there's a lot of people doing this. Even with a corporate landlord that thinks it's proper to use the money, I pay them specifically. Yeah, this is what I mean. All people care about these days, especially big corporations, is just more money, more money, more money. There's the passion. The passion has literally gone out of like everything. You know what I mean? People just want to work for money. They don't want to work because they want to do the job or enjoy doing the job. They just want the paycheck, which is understandable. I mean, you know, in today's world with everything, things are so expensive and whatnot, but you know, it just worries me that you get to an age where you look back on your life and you think, what have I actually done with myself? What have I actually done that I wanted to do for me and not for, you know, working for somebody else, doing something for somebody else? What if I actually want, you know? And it's better to get to an age and think, right, I've done this, I've done that, I've succeeded in this, I've succeeded in that, than get to an age and think, oh, I wish you'd done this, I wish you'd done that, and I wish you'd done that. You just got to bite the bullet and just go for it. Just literally just go for it. If you've got an idea, no matter how crazy it is, just grab it by the horns and do it. Sniper, hello Sniper. That's why I'm hitting them in the only important place, the bank balance. Yeah, but that's the thing, will it actually hurt them? Don't forget, you're probably one of many people that, you know, so, you know, just, revenge can be sweet, but make sure it's not, you know, yeah, make sure it does hit them where it hurts. I'm good, Sniper, thank you. How's you? How's things going with you? Yeah, so this is what I mean. I'm just every day, every single day is different for me right now. Every day, it's just something different's happening, something new's happening. I'm meeting different people, seeing different things, and I'm absolutely loving it. So let's pretend to start with. Oh, good for you. See, this is what I mean. When you set your mind on a positive mind track and you set it to something, you'll achieve it. You will achieve it. you know that I have a second channel called Tours and Moors. Oh, okay, right. No, I didn't know that. Just remind me, Go West Media, put on one of my videos or something, my latest video. I need to put my next video up in soon. Just comment that, and I'll check it out so that I don't forget. I'm one of 97 in the exact same situation. If it works for me, it sets template for everyone else to follow. Yeah, that's it. You need to get a group of you, see who else it's happening to, and get a group of you together. If you're all going through the same thing, that's it. Take them down. Take them down. What are your thoughts on bullying in school? The best way to prevent it. It's a tough one, isn't it, that? I mean, that's the other thing a lot of people are doing now is homeschooling the kids. School's so outdated these days. School is just so outdated. So a lot of people are homeschooling, but bullying is kids are just mean. They're just at that age where they're learning, and I always tried to teach Rebecca to just hit meanness with kindness. If someone's being mean to you, just hit them back with compliments, because they don't know how to handle it. Someone's being mean to you, if you hit them back with kindness, they're like, well, I'm being mean to you, and they literally don't know how to handle it. But I don't know, it's a tough one, that. It is literally a tough one. Kids will be kids. It's just, this is what I mean. This is why it's another reason why it's so tough, because unfortunately you have kids who are obviously spoiled, and literally their parents will literally splash them with expensive jewellery and expensive clothes, and then you have kids that are less fortunate, come from a less fortunate background, and it's them, them spoiled kids that end up bullying the less fortunate ones, because they look down the noses at the less fortunate kids, which is cruel. So they need to learn to step in somebody else's shoes and walk in somebody else's shoes. It's only half 9. It's only half 9. Bullying is a sensitive thing. That was absolutely tough as a kid. And then forced to see the real world as a bit, yeah. It toughens you, it definitely does, because I was a bit of a soft touch, and I got picked on and bullied and whatnot, and it definitely gives you, strengthens your character. People love breakfast here. People love the breakfast here. Carl, welcome. Hello. How are you doing, Carl? I need to get another coffee. So how is everybody enjoying my uploads then? Oh no! Oh my god, Kyle! 4 months ago, blooming egg. It's horrible, isn't it? It's horrible. I'm so sorry for your loss. Really sorry for your loss. for the first time I spoke to them. Felt amazing, probably taught them a life lesson in process. Yeah, I mean, see again, it's a tough one because I'll tell you something that happened to me at once. So I used to hang around with this girl, and when it was me and her, just me and her, we were like that. We were like super, super close. We got on really, really well. And Zeno, hi, hello. Sorry, I cannot pronounce that name. That's a name that I've never seen before. So yeah, me and this girl were super, super close. And when it was just me and her, we'd get on fine. But when it was me and her and she had other people around her, she used to put me down, pick on me, push me, whine me. Do you know what I mean? Just do everything to aggravate me. And she only did it when she was like she was trying to show off and make herself look better in front of her other friends and whatnot. And I let it go on for too long. I let it go on for too long because I genuinely really liked her and we got on really well. And then one day, this was literally pretty much my first ever fight, and I wouldn't even call it a fight. One day she pushed me too far. I pretty much grabbed her, chucked her to the floor, sat on top of her, and then she was like, "Get off me, I can't breathe, get off me." So I jumped up and ran away, ran home. And I felt good for finally sticking up for myself and finally defending myself. However, what came after that, though, from defending myself from her, was she, her sisters, her cousins, her friends, anybody that saw me out and about after that would just give me the worst time ever. So it can be a good thing sticking up for yourself. However, it also does come with consequences too. So, Gary Davis, morning, hello. How's your gear holding up a backpack? Not too bad, not too bad. Hello. Oh dear. Hello. Hello. Are you having your breakfast? Oh, I just got the cutest little kid stood in front of me. Are you having breakfast? Yeah. Are you enjoying it? Yeah. Oh, he's so cute. Sweetest little boy. Looks like he wants to have breakfast with me. Yeah. Oh dear, where are you going? Where are you going? Hello. 5. Oh, so sweet. You should see this little kid, he's so sweet. My first bully in primary school was a 5-year-old giant ago. It took about 5 years to stand up for myself, long shot. Yeah, you were getting doggy cuddles. Oh, little toddler wandering up to me. It's literally just wandering. Mum wanted to say hello to everybody. Oh, so sweet. Just so innocent, aren't they, little kids? They're literally so innocent. Right, guys, I'm going to pop you up. I need to go and get another coffee, so bear with me a second. Talk amongst yourselves, say hello to each other. I'll give that to look at. There you go, pick something. Doesn't say where I am on though, does it? No, just the breakfast menu. Right, be back in a minute. Boo. Boo. Hope you weren't saying anything mean while we're gone. Hope you weren't saying nothing mean. She enjoys it. I always enjoy my coffee. Dual morning pet life has so many things to teach us, but sometimes we don't learn until after I take meat at 50 cents from it. Yeah, I wish I knew now 10 years ago. Like, you know what I mean? I'm glad I know what I know now. I'm glad I've sort of changed my mindset around and things like that, but I just wish I'd sort of known earlier. Yeah, exactly. This is it, and it's a tough lesson. It's a tough lesson to learn, and it takes a lot of willpower. It takes a lot of willpower. It's like almost resetting what you've been taught, resetting your mind. It's like rewiring yourself, rewiring to think differently, and it's so difficult to do, so difficult. And that's why I believe going back to basics helps. Going back to basics, turning everything off, turning social media, or even social media. I know everything has its positives, but social media, the news, just turning everything off and learning to enjoy being with yourself, being in your own company. You know, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of strength. Makes me editing videos. There's plenty of them out there. There's plenty of them out there. There's nothing to miss really, because it's like, you know what I mean? I know what you're saying, but it's just like, for me, I mean, like I've said before, I'll always support auditing. I will always support it and stand by it, but it's one of them. It's got to a point now. We know the score. We know we're allowed to do it. We know we're not doing anything wrong. There's no point keep pushing it really. When if it happens, this is what I always say. If it happens, it happens. You know what I mean? I think it's just sort of like run its course, if that makes sense. If I knew back then what I know now, it's weird for me. Just self-aware to both recognise and state facts probably make them exactly the same way done over. Yeah. So has anyone got anything new, interesting or new, or I lost my sister and my dad over the last 2 years, and now I'm back with my mum who's got care package. So yes, we're evaluating life as needed, one step at a time for me. Just take each day as it comes. You just got to literally take each day as it comes. That's one thing I've realised is there's just no point in letting yourself think too far into the future, because it just starts getting too worrying. What am I going to do with this, and what am I going to do about that, and what am I going to do? You never know what life's going to throw at you, and just take it as it comes. Your path, if you believe it, your path, your destiny is already laid out for you. It's already planned out for you. You just need to let it happen. That's what I've come to learn. You don't realise it, but your path, your future is already determined for you. You just have to believe and let the process naturally happen. And believe, once you start believing that things will work out, things will be okay, and things will work out for you, that's when you start enjoying life. But when you live in this constant fear, this constant worry that, what am I going to do about this? What am I going to do this? What am I going to do here? What am I going to do about that? That's when you start, that's how anxiety builds, depression and all that stuff. It's really, like I say, it's really tough to do. Really, really tough to do. Someone had a stalk online and this weird stalk found all the steps to anything from her. Oh, I have no idea. I literally have no idea. That's it. Because unfortunately with things like that, as bad as it sounds, nothing can happen until something has happened. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it, but until it like literally starts happening on a consistently, then, and you have to, categorically prove it, collect evidence that it's genuinely happening, and it's consistently happening over a period of time, noticing patterns, then, it's a tough one. But yeah, definitely, you have to definitely tell the authorities, definitely. Do with somewhat helping choosing a charity to support we're now. In my case, I normally support the Northern Teenage Cancer Trust. Any other recommendations? It's a tough one with charities. I've not really. I wouldn't know, to be honest with you. It's whatever feels right for you, I guess. It's whatever feels right for you. There's so many different charities out there, and again, I suppose it's picking the right ones who will do good with money, and you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of like fake charities as well, so you've got to be careful with that. Yeah, well, I don't know. I've never obviously experienced it, so I don't know when they would start taking it seriously. Because it's the same with like I said, this is the thing. People think, like I said, taking a picture of somebody out in public is harassment. Literally, we've seen it from the videos that when you take a picture of someone out in public, they believe instantly in their head that's harassment, whereas we know it's not. It has to be over a period of time, you know what I mean, where someone's constantly contacted, constantly followed, constantly, so, and obviously they can't, I doubt that, the police would arrest somebody on just following somebody on the once. They might step in and question them, but I don't know. Yeah. You're describing me down to a T, head like a washing machine with lists of things to do, constantly do, all every day necessary, but watching your adventures brings a smile. Oh, thank you, Jules. That's really kind of you to say. Thank you. Yeah, it's just a couple of years ago, I was somebody that was just like, right, I need to do this on this day, plan this out, you know what I mean? And when you plan, you get people who literally plan things to a T every single day, minute by minute, they'll plan things to a T. But the problem is with that is, when the plan doesn't go to plan and when things mess up, which it does, that brings a whole load of new stress, a whole new load of, do you know what I mean? So it's like, my motto now is the best plans are them unplanned. I love spontaneous. I like spontaneous now because, like I say, when something that, if you haven't planned to do something and something surprising happens, it's a lot of fun. Whereas when you plan something and it doesn't work out, it stresses you out. So, you have to plan to a certain degree. You have to plan certain things to a certain degree. But just try and just relax and think, just naturally let it happen. If something doesn't work out, then And the other thing as well is you don't realise it at the time. When things go wrong, when you've planned something and things go wrong, there is a reason for that. And you might not know it at the time, you might not know why at the time, but later on you might be thinking about something. An event might pop in your mind and you might think, I remember when that happened, and I remember it went wrong, and then you might connect the dots. You might connect the dots and think, if that hadn't have happened, well, that wouldn't have happened. Things happen for a reason. Trust the process. Things happen for a reason. Every path you pick, it opens up new life, you know what I mean? So yeah, you're like I said, I believe that every day I reassure myself that when I wake up, the universe is looking after me. The universe is protecting me and keeping me safe. So every day I thank the universe for looking after me, and I thank the universe for guiding me. And again, while I'm doing what I'm doing now, and don't get me wrong, yes, bumps occur, challenges get thrown in my face, but again, nothing's a bed of roses. Literally nothing's a bed of roses. But yeah, the universe literally has everything planned out for me. And I just have to trust the process and let it happen. So yeah, it's honestly, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of willpower and mindset. Because like I say, there is certain days when I'll get to a point, and it's usually on them days where I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm out of everything, my phone's dying, do you know what I mean? And I wake up and my anxiety, and I'll know, like when I'm watching these videos, when I watch a few of them back, I'm like, if you've noticed, I don't know if some of you guys have noticed, when I arrived in Bude a couple of weeks ago, when I arrived in Bude, that night when I got there, that day, I was so tired, I was so exhausted, literally out of everything, my battery was dying, and do you know what I mean? And that's when I was like, I start worrying, I start panicking and everything, but then it's that having to rein it back in and tell myself, everything will be okay, everything will be okay. And that night I slept on the beach, woke up the following day, and I felt right as rain. Literally felt right as rain. So yeah, it's just how you train your mind to think. People who say England is so, I can understand why some people say that compared to other countries. I don't know. Are we a soft touch? But then you look at the way other countries are, and I think they're too brutal. Like, you know what I mean? I think there's people on here who sit there and say, oh, do you know what? You can't go to this country and film the police, because if you film the police there, they'll beat you up. They'll absolutely beat you. And I'm thinking, well, so that makes it right, does it? That makes it okay, does it? Yeah, if you went to a certain country and you got beaten up by a police officer, that makes it alright, does it? Yeah. It's, you know what I mean? To me makes them tyrants. You know what I mean? It's a tough one to explain. Because it's like, the reason why we are allowed to film is because, you know, obviously we know there's cameras. I've had this conversation so many times, I'm bloody bored to death of it now, but it's just a case of, like I said, it's not a case of we're just softer, it's just we handle things differently. Do you know what I mean? We handle things differently to other. Every country has their own way of dealing things, and who handles things the best? You know what I mean? I do think about that. Every country has different rules, different laws. What we're allowed to do in this country, we go to another country and we're not allowed to do there. Which is the better one? Which is the better country for them rules? You know, it's like if you went to Dubai, you're not allowed to hold your partner's hand. You could be arrested for holding your partner's hand in public. Is that right? Would you say that's a good rule? Because to me, you know what I mean, some rules are so stupid that they're unnecessary. We don't need rules like that. So it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Some countries are just more stricter on what you're allowed to do than others. The bottom line is you've just got to think of it this way. As long as you're not going out, you're not hurting anybody, you're not causing no harm, no foul, you're not stealing from anyone, you're not bringing any stress or harm to anyone, do as you please. Do what makes you happy. As long as you know, within reason, obviously, of law, not rules and policies of law. As long as you're doing something that's within reason and within law, then you're good to go. You're good to go. Because it's like, this is what I mean, it's just, there's certain places in England where they're trying to ban wild camping. They're trying to stop it, and not allow people to wild camp. I'll still keep doing it. They can try and ban it all they want. I would still keep doing it because I know it's not hurting anyone. I know I'm not affecting anyone. I'm not, you know what I mean? It's not bothering anyone. I literally arrive somewhere, put up my tent, sleep in it, pack it away and leave. You wouldn't even know I was there. You literally wouldn't even know if I was there. So if they banned wild camping, I would still wild camp. So... Morning, Pure Chaos. I heard the wild camping ban. That's so stupid. I've heard in Scotland all of it. So, yeah, in Scotland it's free to roam. In Scotland they're more welcoming of it. Here it's more Dartmoor. I was actually talking to someone the other day who sort of, I forgot what he said. He helps out with something around the Dartmoor areas, and it's mainly in the Dartmoor area that they're trying to put a stop to it. It's not happening. It's not going to happen because it's too big of a place and it's too hard to monitor. And it's like I say, it's only because of the idiots. Everything in life, there's always idiots trying to spoil it for others. There's people that they'll literally get a tent, they get loads of booze, they set fires, and then in the morning they just leave all the trash behind and just leave. Do you know what I mean? And that is just totally disrespectful. It's totally not right, and it spoils it for everybody else. You know what I mean? So that's what they say. That's why they're trying to ban it, because of the people who were, I personally believe they're trying to stop it because obviously they want people in the B&Bs and the hotels and obviously putting money into the businesses. That's why I think they're trying to stop it. But also there is people, like I say, spoiling it for the rest of us. So as long as, again, it's that one of them things where as long as you're doing it and you're doing it respectfully, then I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it regardless. Carry on. Nearly 10 o'clock. Nearly 10 o'clock. I think I'm going to set my next video live in a minute. All of you can go and give it a watch. Don't half get busy in here sometimes. It's a shame people have loads of rubbish, have to be net camping cans, haven't you? Yourself experience anyway. Yeah, I see it all the time. But this is what I mean. I mean, if I could, it's like, if I weren't carrying so much stuff on my own, I'd literally spend the day. And I've done it at home, like I've done it in my area. I've walked up and down streets just litter picking. But the problem is, like, literally, there's a street near me, and you can spend the day litter picking, like picking up all rubbish. You can go back there a few hours later, and it's the same again. It's so infuriating because how hard is it just to take your rubbish home? Just take an empty carrier bag, put your rubbish in it, and take it home, or put it in the nearest bin.
It's like where I am now, actually, where I am now on the beach, loads of bins around. Not many places actually do this, to be honest with you. Some places don't hardly have any bins, and it's no wonder you find a lot of rubbish. When there's places where they don't have bins, you kind of wonder, you're thinking, well, no wonder there's a load of rubbish because there's no bins. Whereas where I am now on the beaches, they've got bins actually everywhere. So there's literally no excuse for it. Absolutely no excuse for it. And even if there is a place where there's no bins, because sometimes obviously when you're walking along the coastal path on the cliffs, there's not going to be loads of bins along there. Just put your rubbish in a bag. Just literally put your rubbish in a bag and then chuck it in a bin when you get to one. It's not hard to do. It's literally not hard to do. I don't understand why people just can't tidy up after themselves. Lovely travels, Kat. You're welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Honestly, I really do enjoy making them. Really, really do. I do think so sometimes that, like, this one's really boring. I've not really shown anything. I worry sometimes. I think, God, should I even bother uploading it? Because I've not really shown much in this one. Because again, it's like some day, obviously, because I'm just walking the coast path, I'm literally just sea and like literally empty fields, and yeah, just walking. So I'm not really seeing much. So it's like sometimes I just feel like, but I just know I'm, like I said, mainly doing it for the scenery is just so nice, and I can't help but just film how nice the scenery is. And then of course when I get to somewhere new, you do love live streams. See, I'm more content over live streams. But yeah, I really do enjoy making my videos. Absolutely love making them. Love putting my little clips together. Set my next video live. Let's set my next video live, shall we? It's remembering which one I need to put up. It's remembering which one. I need a couple of days ago, I nearly put the wrong one up. I put the wrong one up and I put it public, and then I realised it was the wrong one. I had to quickly change it. So, Carl, you've just got to keep at it. You've got to keep at it. You can't give up. I did it for 10 years before anybody started. I literally did it for about 10 years before I started building a bit of an audience. Speaking of Scotland, have you made the trip to Scotland during your travels? I haven't done Scotland. My only place now I've got left to do after this trip is pretty much North Wales and Scotland. I'd like to do Ireland as well, like I say. Love to go over to Ireland. And then, consider going abroad at some point. I'd love to do that. There we go, guys. I have literally just set my next video live. If you want to go and give it a watch. And this video that's about to go up is one of them videos where I think I haven't really filmed much today. I actually haven't really. It's one. I think it's a little bit of a boring video because I've not really filmed much. So I don't know. You might like it, you might not. You need a passport for the Republic of Ireland. Camping in Western Europe and all that. Don't know if you would need visas. I don't know. Yeah, this is what I mean. It's all changed. Like something I'd have to look into. It's definitely something I'd have to look into. France is a risky if you do go, please remember that there is a right to privacy in public, and they can sue if you catch them on film. I don't know. I think it would take a hell, even in other countries. I think it would. The problem is with what we do, with all the auditing, it's the intention that they need to look at. What is your intention behind this film? So this is what I mean. I think it's a really hard thing to prove. If you're intending to go out and film someone because of sinister purposes, that's different. But going out in public and just filming where you are, filming the setting, filming the environment, you can't be sued over that. You can't be sued over putting a video together and filming someone in public, especially if that someone has come up to you. If I'm literally stood, whether it be here in England or in the middle of France, in the middle of Paris, filming, and someone comes up to me while I'm filming, how can I be sued for that? Like, literally think about it. I think and that's why I don't understand these countries have got that as a law. If they have made it so you need a visa in Western Europe, that would be a shame, but I don't know how strict it is. Yeah, this is what I mean. It's something that I'd have to look into. It's definitely something that I'd need to consider if I were to go abroad. So I mean, this is what I'm saying. If I knew categorically of a country where, it's like North Korea, let's say, we know how strict North Korea is and the rules there, I would never in a million years go somewhere like that. Somewhere like that where they are very strict on filming, I just wouldn't even bother going. Simple as that. If a country is that intent that they don't want people filming there, I just wouldn't go. It's a valid argument in the UK, but in France, intention is secondary. Everything is considered copyright material, from a stranger's face to the Eiffel Tower. Like, yeah, but I get that. But how many people go to Paris and film? How many people go and film the tower? You have to go on YouTube now and put in Eiffel Tower. You'll get millions of videos from different people filming it, and you'll see other people there. You'll see other people in the background. I just don't understand how they could make that. How they could ban it. So, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. It's just as somebody who creates content. If you're not bothered about social media and you're not a photographer or you're not a content creator, it wouldn't matter. But creating content for me, when I go somewhere new, especially somewhere new, a new city, a new town, pulling my phone out and taking pictures and filming comes easy as breathing does to me. So it's so hard. It'd be so difficult. I don't think I'd ever be sued. Let's put it this way. I don't think it's something I'd ever be sued over. Drive up to Aberdeenshire, Scotland, Gem in the car, and we came up at Old Island. I'm a delivery driver, and so many camping for free. Yeah, it's definitely a big thing up there. It's definitely a big thing. However, I have heard that there's somewhere, I'm not 100% sure, but there's somewhere where the locals are getting miffed because it is being overrun by tourists. I mean, but it's like that with anywhere. If a certain place gets filmed, if someone films somewhere and it gets filmed enough, it inspires other people to go to that place. So eventually, a place that was once quiet and might not have visitors might all of a sudden get overpopulated with visitors. Again, everything has its ups and downs. Everything has its ups and downs. Either a place, like even anywhere, any country, any town, it's either very quiet and doesn't get any visitors, and the locals would probably absolutely love it, or eventually it gets overpopulated by tourists, and eventually it becomes too busy where the tourists have the locals have had enough, but at least it's bringing people to that place. You know what I mean? It's one or the other. Either you get a quiet place with nobody there, or it's too touristy. It's one or the other, really. It's literally one or the other. I agree in principle as an Englishman, I believe in the freedom to. Yeah, we should, that's what I mean. That's what freedom is. It's the freedom to being able to do what you want. And to a degree, when I say that, to a degree, obviously, if you know, like I say, you go out, to a degree, you are literally allowed to do anything you want. If I want to go out and murder somebody, I can. But there are consequences to that. If I get caught, I get locked up. Whereas going out and taking pictures out in public, I'm not going to be locked up for that. I'm literally not going to be locked up for taking pictures out in public. Do you know what I mean? So, in general, you are pretty much allowed to step out your door and do what you want. However, there is consequences to certain things. So, Hansberg, hello, and not left, not right, is straight down the middle. Been a long time no speak. It's also worth checking if live streaming is considered equal to being a broadcaster. I'm not sure. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. I'm not a live streamer. So I think there is a whole load of different rules to live streaming. I really do. I do believe there is a lot. But again, I just think it's intent. I think everything is intent. There's always intent. Why did you do that? What was the reason for that? There's always intent behind everything. Nobody does anything for no reason, basically. There's always a reason to it. There's another YouTube channel you might know. Nomad Sam. I think I've heard of that one. Like I say, there is a few out. There's a few. There's literally a few. I can't keep up with them all. There's that many. Made it to 1K subscribers yesterday. Whoop 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 whoop. See, see, this is what I mean. It does happen. It does happen. It might come slowly, but it does happen. When you keep pushing, when you keep trying, it does happen. You just got to, again, like I said before, you just got to let it naturally happen. Not give up. Just keep doing what you enjoy and let it naturally happen. Oh, thank you for the donation. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Do you still speak to Buzz? Do you still watch Bo? I haven't seen him for ages. I don't know what he's even up to these days. Intent, that's the whole basis for the common law system. Imagine a world where people just get along with government interference. They can't let that happen. We would need them anymore. It's a tough one, isn't it? This is what I mean. Everything in life, as I like to say, is a yin and yang. Everything in life is a yin and yang. Everything has its pros and its downs, its positives and its negatives, its ups and its downs. Everything. Nothing is black and white. Nothing is black and white. It's you know what I mean. It's like somebody asked the other day, this what I'm doing now, would I do it full time? Would I do it all year round? And as much as I would love that, I think I would really struggle through the winter. I think I would really struggle through that. I don't know how I'd do it through the winter. Doing it in like rain is hard enough. Do you know what I mean? Doing what I do in rain is hard enough. So if I were to do this full time and doing it through winter, I think I would struggle. Because I would genuinely love to do it full time. But, you know, right now it's a case of I'm grateful that I have got a home to go back to, you know. except penguins, they're black and white. And zebras too. Don't forget the zebras. Light and Souls, good morning. Hello. How is you? So yeah, my next video has just gone up. You can all go and watch it now and give it a watch and give it a like, or wait till I've finished. Probably won't be on much longer now, because I need to go and clean myself up a little bit and get ready and prepare myself for a lot more walking today, basically. Thank you, Light and Souls. I'm glad you're all enjoying it. I'm glad. Like I say, it's a bonus because I really enjoy creating content. So the fact that people enjoy watching it, it's such a bonus. I'll have to fight somebody for it. Good luck, Jake. Honestly, you'll smash it. Think positively. What I say, think positive, and it'll work out for you. Fight the good fight. You are doing the best part of Cornwall this time. The village on the way down. I'll treat you to a coffee cake. And where's that? Wait. I may have already passed it yet. So where we talk? Which area you were talking? I love Cornwall. I really do love Cornwall. I absolutely love it. It's just it has a different vibe down here. Oh, it's coming up. I might be, maybe the next day or so, maybe. Shouldn't really say that, but I don't really care. Yeah, maybe the next even, yeah. I'd tell you where I am now, but I don't really want to give away my location, to be fair, but yeah. Cornwall it's like I say, it's just... Turkey! Hello, Turkey! How are you? You big turkey head? Yeah, it's just definitely a different vibe down here. Absolute different vibe, different way of living, different feeling, different, it's, yeah. I could definitely see me settling here in the future, definitely. It's expensive, very expensive though. Very expensive, but yeah, I absolutely love it down here. It's just the beaches and the beaches and the scenery and just everything. It's just so nice. Now I've been on an hour already. Literally been on an hour already. Time's just going so fast. Time is just like, can somebody please slow time down? It's just going too quick now. Speeding up. There's so many beaches as well. Literally, if you go and watch the video that I've put up, I literally can't get over how many beaches there are. There's so many. You've got the popular ones, the more busier ones that people like, you know, the touristy ones. And then you've got some really secluded beaches as well. Some like, you know, they're a little harder to get to, bit of a trek to get to, but they're really nice and quiet. You know, if you're willing to put in the effort and walk a little bit, have a little bit of a trek, the beaches are just beautiful. And the sea, the fact, you know, it's just, it's out of this world. Absolutely out of this world. It really is. You must be walking on turbo mode. I'm walking on something. I'm high on life. I'm just literally high on life. I really am. I'm just high on Cornwall and high on life. Which I don't really need coffee, to be fair. I don't really need coffee, if I'm honest. It just helps me. It just helps me along my way. Have you tried a proper Cornish pasty? Can't usually. I'm not, honestly, I know it sounds bad, but I'm just not a fan of pasties. I have had them, but I'm just not a fan. They're just not really my cup of tea. Like, I don't eat meat, so obviously I know like the meat ones are the popular one, but I like, the only one I'll have is like the cheese and onion one, which isn't too bad, but yeah, not really my top pick, if I'm completely honest. Not really my top pick. If you had a friend, or let's say if you was working and had a co-worker and you were worried about this mental health and felt the person may hurt themselves, or what would you do? See, God, you've got some really serious questions, Kingdale. Blimey heck, you're really offloading these serious questions. It's just be there for them. Just be there for them and let them talk to you. Just let them know that you're there for them, that they're very much loved, they're very much needed. Be a lending ear. You know what I mean? So yeah. Hey Sir Richard. So yeah, just it's a tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one because there's so many people struggling, and the people that that usually the ones that usually put on a brave face as well. The ones that usually put on a brave face are the ones struggling, and it's hard to know who really is, because some people just don't want to show how much they're struggling. You know what I mean? So it's a tough one. Sheila D strike. She D strike. Coffee time. Big time coffee time. Big time coffee time. Big time, coffee time. Yeah, I don't really need coffee if I'm completely. And then more, it's hot. The mornings where I don't have coffee, I do cope, like I do manage, but like I say, it just helps me on my way. Helps me prepare me for my day, especially when I'm doing so much walking. I feel like I've got a pep in my step when I have my coffee, whereas on the days that I don't, I'm not as motivated. So it definitely does help. Nearly 10:30. Nearly 10:30. See, look, battery pack on there. This is what I need. Make sure I'm fully loaded on our battery packs. But this one is a banger of a battery pack, and it charges my phone really, really well. However, it takes forever to charge. It takes forever to charge. It takes ages. I could literally have this on charge all day and it still won't be fully charged. So as long as I've got battery in my phone and I can create my videos, I'm good to go. It's really hard when my phone dies. It's so hard when my phone dies and like I can't take pictures of anything. It's I feel like half of my body's missing. Does it take fast charging plug? I don't know. Do you know what? This is the thing is, last few days with my chargers, it's been driving me nuts. I've got honestly about 10 different wires, and none of them seem to want to work. Some days they work okay, some days they work very, very slowly, and other days they're just like, nope, not charging, we're not working today. I think they're like me, we're just like, they're quitting the job. But I need to go and get a proper obviously proper Samsung wire. So I always take my power banks with me and make sure they're always fully charged. Yeah, but when the thing is, when you're filming all day, so right now my phone's on charge, and when I leave this place it'll be fully charged. Come dinner time, few hours, in a couple of hours, my battery goes like that because I'm constantly filming throughout the day. Because I'm constantly filming and taking pictures, and then bear in mind I have to edit my videos and upload them. It sucks up my battery. That's why I don't really go live a lot as well, because when I go live, that drains my battery. So it's really, really hard to keep on top of. And again, especially like I say, when I don't, it's all right when I've got places like this that I can come into and charge my stuff and everything. But there can be days where obviously I don't pass anywhere, and I'm solely relying on my solo pack, which is again okay when it's sunny, but when it's not sunny, obviously my solo pack doesn't work. So it's one of them, it's really difficult to keep on top of. It's really, really difficult to keep on top of. It's a shame you're homeless. I just got Samsung cover. It's a shame. I know it sucks being homeless. Absolutely sucks. That's another thing as well. This is the thing, like I said, I said before about when I'm up on them cliffs and I've literally got nothing. You manage. You kind of think, this is all I need: a tent, a bottle of water, and I'm good. But at home, you take all them for granted: electric, a toilet, a kettle. You take all them for granted, and you know what I mean. So it's one of them. Just do a live when you're at an hotel or cafe so you can try it. Exactly. I should go live more, really. I should go live, but honestly, personally, I mean, I know it's good because it's like I get to interact with you that come in and you can ask me questions and stuff like that, but I don't find live stream. I don't find watching live streams unless like it's not so bad when people are out and about and obviously something's happening. But just watching somebody sat here like I'm doing right now, it's not that really that exciting if I'm completely honest. I'd much rather do. Like I say, I'd love to do a live stream while I'm walking around, really, and I have done. But like I say, it's signal, and one thing I hate more than anything is a buffering live. So it's signal, and it does drain your battery. So I just much rather do my videos over going live. It's a lot more easier. Hola from Spain. Hello. How are you? That's another place that I've met quite a few people from Spain, and people have said it'd be good to do go to Spain and do hiking as well. So that'd be interesting as well. I met quite a few German people from Germany. Met one person from Jamaica. Where else have people come from? Germany, Spain, France, and yeah. So you must visit Spain. You'll love it here. Yeah, I mean I've been to Spain on a holiday a couple of times in the past, but yeah, it would be good to come and explore the coastal lines of Spain. It would be nice to come and sleep on the beach in Spain. Where would you recommend in Spain? Anywhere in particular you'd recommend in Spain that if I were to do what I'm doing now, is there anywhere you think, yeah, I'd go here and do it here? What would your location be? No, I know that's it, innit, Joseph? If I went anywhere else, there'd be no Weatherspoons, but that'd be the downside of it. I'd have to just manage and cope. The only other Weatherspoons where I'd like to go is Ireland. There's two, I think. One in Dublin and one in Belfast, I think. So apart from that'd be something I'd have to deal with. The downside to it, you're near Benidorm. I think I've been Benidorm. I might have been Benidorm once. But yeah, I could definitely see me coming to Benidorm. Do you get many people sleeping on the beaches near you? Have you seen people doing what I do there and wild camping and stuff? Or do they tend to sleep in hostels or things there? I bet loads of people sleep on beach in Spain. Come on, how can you not with the weather? How can you not? camping the police house. Really? So people still do sleep on the beach, even though. So if I slept on the beach, the police would come and stop it. What would they do? Would they just? Would they actually arrest you? Or would they ask you to move on? Surely people would sleep on the beach, and I guess you'd have to just find a discreet hiding spot. I don't know how more people don't do it, if I'm completely honest. I really don't know how more people don't do it. It's just a completely different way of living. You can sleep on the beach, yeah. I don't see why it would not be allowed. This is, again, going back to what I was saying before, as long as you're respectful and, you know what I mean? I don't see why you shouldn't be allowed. Right, guys, I think I'm going to have to log off soon because I need to go and clean up this mess. Clean up, get ready, and start making a move onto my next location. So what have you? I've had eggs Benedict. My favourite. I either go for eggs Benedict or pancakes. Pancakes with fruit. That's my usual go-to breakfast, and of course, plenty of coffee. Plenty of coffee. So it sets me up nicely for the day. So yeah, it is alright. I do miss it when I've been a while. Oh, you need to try eggs Benedict. You need to have it. You've got choices between plain eggs Benedict, mushroom Benedict, or mine is Benedict, which is with black pudding. So you have to try. I met someone hike on the walk from Spain, actually, funny enough. I met someone from Madrid. Was she from Madrid? I think she was from Madrid. Her and her daughter, family. And when I were in Infracom, and they caught up to me, and I was sat in Wetherspoons, and they came in. I recommended eggs Benedict to this lady, and she liked it. Like black pudding. So you like eggs Benedict with like black pudding then? Oh yeah, give it a try. Next time you come in to Wetherspoons, give it a try. Near Benidorm, you like Alta, with its picturesque old town and blue dome church and village. No, it's perfect. Nice. Laughter. This is what I mean. All food for thought for the future. Food for thought for the future. Definitely need to get a book. Well, I've kind of got a bucket list together. Places that I want to visit and places that I want to go. Beaches are well looked after. And that's the thing. This is the thing with beaches up north. See, it's a tough one because the sea up north. Like obviously, I'm near Blackpool, and the sea is just not very appealing. It's just not appealing. It's very brown and musky looking. Whereas the more you move down south, and especially where Cornwall, it's just turquoise. It's just so crystal clear and turquoise, and it makes such a difference, you know. So I can imagine they look after the beaches in Spain. Spain is nice, away from the big tourists. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like that anywhere, isn't it? It really is like that anywhere. When you like I say, visiting here, you get your big tourist places like Newquay and St Ives that are just packed. They're just super busy and packed, and they're really nice. Don't get me wrong, absolutely really nice places, but they're just too busy. And then you walk like an hour out of it, obviously up the cliff, up the coastal path, an hour away from the place, and it's dead. It's so super secluded and quiet, and yeah, it is a lot nicer. It's a lot nicer when it's more secluded. However, then you miss people. You miss that, you know what I mean? But you go for, and this is it, this is what I mean, every day is different. You go from absolute complete solitude with nobody around you, nothing around you, no places, no people, nothing around you, to being in the middle of a busy tourist spot with surrounded by loads of people. So it's a little bit 50-50, and it's whatever you like, whatever takes your fancy. I like a bit of both. I don't mind a little bit of chaos and a little bit of madness, but it's the whole different vibe when you get out into the quietness and the wilderness and the solitude. It's just calming, just very, very, very calming. So full breakfast, €5. That's well cheap. That's well cheap. Like, it's a lot different here. A lot different. Like, you know what I mean? Large breakfast here, £8. Nearly £8 for a full breakfast here, which some people might say is okay. But like I say, I just think you can't go wrong with the coffees. You can't go wrong with the coffees. So it just depends what you like, doesn't it, and what you enjoy. It just all depends. Something, like I say, this is what I mean. Sometimes doing these walks, I think to myself, oh, I proper fancy something. Something will pop in my head that I fancy. And then I'll look at some of these cafes and I just think the prices are just absolutely ridiculous. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm not hungry anymore. And I just think, where did they pick these prices? Where did they get these numbers from? It's just not worth it. Just not worth it, and it's not worth it for what you get. You know what I mean? Sausage, bacon, ash brown, black pudding, beans, or tomatoes. Very similar, not too far off from ours, is it? No. I'm not a big breakfast person, really. I mean, this is what I'm saying, like, even here, coming into Wetherspoons, I'm not a big fry-up person. Like I said, the eggs Benedict or the pancakes is usually what I get. I don't usually go for the whole big breakfast thing. When I'm in a hotel or when go somewhere that has all-you-can-eat breakfast, I like my pastries. I like my croissants and stuff, which are super expensive as well. Like, you can like literally looking at like £4 or £5 just for one croissant down here, which is ridiculous. You know what I mean? And when a coffee is more than £3, I find it. Yeah, yes, it is. And so I was speaking to someone about it the other day, and most people have not got and I used to be one of these people actually, where most people have not got an issue with going to Starbucks and spending £8 on a coffee. And I don't get me wrong, every now and again I do love, in the past I love Starbucks. I really do enjoy your Starbucks. But when you think about it, right, whittle it down and think, how much is a coffee bean? How much is one coffee bean? How much does it take to, a handful of coffee beans to make that coffee? And then you kind of think, it puts it into perspective of, is it worth paying more than £3 for a cup of coffee? Do you know what I mean? When you kind of think, how much is a handful of coffee beans? Literally, a handful. If you had a handful of coffee beans in your hand, how much would that be worth? But yet turn it into a coffee, and people are willing to pay £5, £6, £7, £8 for one. Absolutely ridiculous. Michael! Mwah. Hey, Michael. Beers are very cheap abroad. It's much cheaper than here. I am in a Spoons. How did you guess? I am in a Wetherspoons. Where else, eh? Where else? A teaspoon of instant and splash of milk at hot water for 150 is more than enough. It's true. I mean, don't get me wrong, is this the best coffee? There's better coffees out there for sure. But like I said, the fact that you can just pay $1.70 and have as many as you want, that's a winner for me. That is a winner for me. And do you know what? Even in some of these cafe shops along the way, even if they did charge £3 or £4, but you could have a few, you could have a couple of refills, and maybe they might put a limit on it, but if you could have like a couple, that wouldn't be too bad. But the fact that some of these places charge, like I said, £3, £4, £5 and for a coffee that's about that big, and then that's it, it's too much. It's just too much, and especially obviously if you're doing it every day. As a treat, it's not so bad, but when you're doing it every day, Wetherspoons that's why it's cheap and cheerful. That's why I keep saying it's cheap and cheerful, and you can't go wrong. Not the best quality. The food, some of the food I wouldn't really rate. Actually, I think they have got better. In some places, the food does seem to be getting a bit better, especially in certain, because I know some places are better than others. But yeah, you just can't go wrong. It's just cheaper. You know what you're getting. It's cheap and cheerful. Wetherspoons is the best. It is the best. It is. It's a shame, like I say, more places hasn't got one. So much to see and do here in Spain. Cheap food and cheap drinks. Yeah, definitely we'll have to come over there sometime and have a sleep on a few beaches. Definitely. Everything all day. I know. Can you imagine? And I think that's the thing. I don't think they would actually say out. If I did, I mean, I wouldn't personally. I really wouldn't. I think I sit in here long enough. I think a few hours, 2 or 3 hours, I think is about enough. And I mean, I've done it the once. I think the longest I've spent in a Wetherspoons is probably about 6 hours. I think that's the longest I spent in a Wetherspoons was 6 hours. I think I came in at dinner time and I left at about 5, 6 o'clock, I think. But yeah, I think you could literally come in the morning and sit here all day and they wouldn't say a word. They literally wouldn't say a word. So I think that's what the joy of it is. You could have 10 coffees, Kat. I mean, that's what I do. I literally probably have about 10 coffees in the first half an hour. So, literally just, yeah. And I always forget, you can get a takeaway cup as well. You can literally get a takeaway cup and take them away. I always forget, I never do that, but you can do that as well. Ask for a takeaway cup. Hey Anna, how are you? Yeah, I mean, it's such a shout. I'm about to finish. I'm about to say bye and log off, and then more people come in. More people come in. I'm not in any rush anyway. Not in any rush. I just need to go and get ready, that's all. I need to go and get ready. I know I've got a lot more walking to do ahead of me. Wetherspoons do cook fresh food. It's done in... I think some of the food is okay, but yeah, I think most of it's done in the microwave. It just depends what you like. Like, I never used to like the pizzas here, but I've had a pizza a few times from here and they weren't too bad. So, but you're getting, this is what I mean, you're getting what you pay for, that's the thing. This isn't a 5-star restaurant, you know what I mean? That's what you've got to bear in mind with Wetherspoons. It isn't a 5-star restaurant. That's why I say it's cheap and cheerful. I'm trying to get them coffee sachets. See, that's the thing though, isn't it, Wetherspoons? They haven't got the sachets. They've got tea bags and they've got the milk, but because obviously you're getting the coffee out the machine, they haven't got the sachets here. But it is a good idea, that though. It's a very, very good idea. Otherwise, I probably will be leaving with a handful of sachets. I'm sick from Wetherspoon chicken, Wetherspoon thing. Yeah, no, see, that's what I mean. I don't really. Like I said, the most I've had here, I think, the dessert. I don't even get desserts a lot, actually. Like I said, morning I get eggs Benedict or pancakes, and then I had cheesy chips yesterday. I had cheesy chips for me yesterday, and pizza. I think anything else, like the curries or the burgers, I don't really eat from here. Carvery is the best. You get fresh food cut. See, I don't eat carvery. This is what I mean. I don't eat things like that. I'm not a big meat lover in general. I don't eat a lot of meat, so I don't really get a lot of stuff like that. Like chewing it to the Lorraine Cafe. Oh, I will be doing, Michael. Don't worry. Don't worry. I will be. Like I said, I need to go. I need to freshen up. I need to brush my hair. I need to have a quick wash. And then, yeah, got a full day's walking ahead of me. Full day of walking. You had a Toby's. See, I didn't like Toby's. I was quite surprised. First, when I went in, where did I go? Was it Southend-on-Sea? I think it was Southend-on-Sea, weren't it, when I went to Toby Carver? I didn't like it. Really did not like it at all. So, I love my roast beef and fresh veg. Yeah, a lot of people like the carveries. I know my dad and my brother like their carveries, but no, not a fan at all of carveries. I've just not got a big appetite. This is what I keep telling to people. I've literally, honest to God, on these travels, no word of a lie, my milk, if I don't have a coffee, my either chocolate milkshake or a pint of milk does me the world of good. Absolutely, it's like a meal to me. No word of a lie. I can down a pint of milk and it's like a meal to me. So guys, if you have just come in, I have just recently put up my video for today. So you could all go and give that a watch and go and like and share. I hope all of you are sharing out my videos. Hit that share button and share them out to all your social media platforms if you can. Help a girl out. Help a girl out by sharing my videos out. Send them all to your friends and family if you could. Coffee this in the morning goes a long way. It definitely does. Definitely, like I say, definitely puts a pep in my step anyway. Definitely perks me up. I do notice it on the days where I don't have my coffee. I do definitely feel a difference. But it's one of them. It's a lot of factors that go into it. How I've slept, what the weather's like. Obviously, the sun. The sun is my biggest motivator. I always say the sunnier it is, that just motivates me. It just helps me so much. Whereas, I mean, I don't know if you've noticed from my videos, when it's not as sunny and on the days when it's been raining, you can tell I'm a little bit like, I can't be bothered. I'm less motivated. So, but yeah, the sun is my biggest motivator for sure. For sure. So, right, guys, I think I'm going to have to make a move. I'm going to have to make a move and disappear. So, appreciate you all so much. Thank you all for coming in and saying hello. I hope you all have an amazing Sunday today. Can't see you soon. See you soon. Comment, and I'll let you know. I'll let you know when I'm heading that way. So, 'cause I think it will be soon. I think it will be in the next day or so. So maybe we might, our paths might meet. Who knows? So drop me a comment, and I'll let you know. And like I say, if you do see me passing through, you're more than welcome to come and say hello. So, yeah. Enjoy your Sunday, guys, and thank you all so much for being so supportive. Yeah, go and watch and share all my videos for me. And, yeah, catch you on the next one. I'm logging out. Bye, guys. See you later. Bye-bye, everyone.